Hello, everybody. Thought I'd come on here and make another video this evening. That's what I had on my mind, and I've been going around pitches, and I'm about ready for a cup of coffee. But what I want to talk about this evening was red states and blue cities. You know, where I live here in Southwest Virginia, I'm close to Tennessee line. And of course, up Richmond, you got all them blue up in there, and there's sanctuary junk and illegals, and has absolutely ruined Virginia. That's what keeps us blue, that little pocket up there in Richmond, and the rest of the state's red. Ain't that ridiculous? One little bitty thing, and you got, of course, I'm close to Tennessee. You got Knoxville, Memphis, and Nashville down in there blue, and it's dangerous to go to, they say, to Nashville and Memphis. It's dangerous to be on the street with the thugs and stuff. They support illegal aliens, thugs, the criminals. I mean, it's pretty bad. I don't know why people vote for that. Why they allow that when it's not even safe for people to go out and have a good time, even go grocery shopping. Kids, their schools are crappy and dangerous. It's dangerous for little youngins to get out and play like they used to. You hear all the time about little 3-year-old babies getting killed. It's just remarkable. I seen the other day where a man took his little young'un into a daycare, and they beat it up and videoed it. I mean, our morality is gone, and these big cities are the cause of it. I mean, it's just like they running wild, just like a pack of rats fighting one another. Rats, they'll fight one another and they eat their own. I mean, then you get liberals on TV talking about what the Democratic Party stands for, and they don't stand for nothing but communism. Pure communism. You're going to do their way. They want to shove all that stuff down your throat. Transgenderism, DEI. And speaking of DEI, there was a guy, I can't think of his name, Bill, I can't think of his last name. I hear it on the radio, when I had the radio on where I could hear it while I was working on some fence. But anyway, this guy is the second command or something in the Democratic National Committee. He says that the Bible is for DEI. I don't think I've ever seen that in the Bible. Some of these people that get out there and sprout that and stuff like that, I don't see how. I'd be scared to death to get on here and say something, and I'd be afraid lightning come out of the sky and strike me and disintegrate me. But these people have no fear because they're evil. It's good against evil people. Demons are among us, and they're in these big blue cities. I mean, you see it all the time. They attack law enforcement. They attack the elderly people on the street, beat them up because they're standing for the old ways, morals, and Christian values. They're attacked. And these active judges give them ankle monitoring, 12 months in jail. You got some people standing outside the abortion clinic praying. They arrest them and throw them in jail and give them jail time, prison time. Yes, we're in a battle. We're in a battle for this country. We're in a battle for the soul of this country. Even though President Trump got elected, we're still in that battle for good and evil. Because these mayors and these governors of these blue states anyway, they really don't care. You know, they get on their spout like they do, but they don't care about. They protect the thugs. They release them. They got active judges. They shoot people, beat people, and they let them out. They hide the illegals, hide them from ICE to be deported, hire them the best lawyers that America has to defend them, to keep them here in this country, so they can go out on the street and beat people up, rape children, women. You know, I hear people all the time talk about what they support, how they feel, but when you really talk to them, some of them don't vote. They say it's no good, that it don't do no good to vote, but it does. You know, you can't complain about something if you don't stand up and get out of your house and go at least vote to change it, to bring our morals back to this country. But they want somebody else to do it. They want somebody else to stand up for them so they don't have to do it. You see our soldiers. You see a lot of World War II soldiers are going to the monuments now, and they're up in their 90s, and there's not many of them left, with tears in their eyes of seeing what this country has become to, because they went over and they lost brothers. I mean, like my cousin was talking before he died, and was talking about being in a foxhole in Vietnam. And this goes to racial. It didn't make no difference if a black or white was in that foxhole. You was Americans, and you bled red. You know, you had one another's backs. That's what we got to get back to in this country. Whether you're white, black, or whatever, if you got the same Christian values, we need to have each other's back to back. We got to fight for this country. And see, that's what the left is trying to destroy by trying to separate us by race, trying to take Christian values. This like here, a big controversy over Cracker Barrel. That's what it's all about. They want to pit people in race, but now they're on the transgender thing and pushing that down people's throat. That LGBTQ 35644,000. Now they're a big kick on that. But they've done for years. They've tried to divide us on race, and we've got to keep up the battle, people. We can't let them win. You know, I get on here and I speak my mind to what I believe is right. And, you know, sometimes I make mistakes. I'm just human. You know, I look at a lot of news articles and stuff of a night in the morning and try to get it in my head. And then I hear something on maybe the radio a day of a working and the tractor. And it burns me up. And what's going on, I try to make a video about it. What I stand for and what I don't believe in it. And I wish more people would, but I see a lot of channels out there who are afraid to mention anything because they're making a living off YouTube. I understand that. But that's why I support a lot of prepping channels and homesteading channels and farming channels and political channels, because they're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to go back to the old ways, being prepared, being self-sustainable. And, you know, I feel so lucky that God blessed me that I can work full-time farmer. You know, that's a blessing that God gave me, and I feel so lucky to be able to do that. But I'm a rambling. You know, get back to what I was talking about. These, you know, we need more punishment for these criminals, and I don't know if President Trump's going to be able to do it. They're fighting awful hard, and you've got these active judges that's most of them ain't ruling by the law. They're ruling by their party, their Democrat Party guidelines. It's not even about the law. And if they can't do it one way, they'll just make up a law. I mean, you know, it's just ridiculous. But we've got to take a stand together. We've got to have each other's back. And we can't infight. You know, we've got to stick together. Our grandkids and their kids are counting on us to try to get some of this country back to the morals that we grew up with. I mean, you know, when you think it's getting better, you'll see some of these stupid blue cities pull some kind of junk that lets these criminals back out on the streets, these illegals back out on the street. They try to hide them, protect them. They protect Antifa. And then they sent paid protesters out to protest anything President Trump does. Soros and these Democratic Party, or these people are paid to protest, fake protest, and then the fake news puts it up just like it's real people when it's not. They're paid to do it. I seen a woman that's been in protests ever since the Wall Street deal. She went from young to old, and she's paid to go all over the country to protest. That's how she makes her living. She was caught the other day as they tried to interview her, and she run. You know, Western Shears is running for governor here in Virginia, and she's a black woman, and I am definitely going to vote for her because she's got the right values. And you know, they're attacking her. Like I said yesterday, that white communist liberal had that poster. You know, like if she didn't agree with men going into women's bathrooms, or women are going into men's bathrooms, she wasn't going to drink out of her white fountain. Do you think that they would let that go up if it was a conservative that had that? If a conservative held up that poster, like I said yesterday, we'd have to leave the country. You'd have to get a plane and leave here, because they'd hunt you down and probably do away with you. I mean, that's a two-tier justice, ain't it? I mean, these Democrats they've lost their minds. They're evil. They have become evil. But I'm rambling on. There's more stuff I've got on my mind, more stuff I want to say, but the video will be too long. Nobody wouldn't watch it. I'll try to do some more on this maybe tomorrow or next day. Good Lord willing, I'll see you next time. And remember, people, it's up to us to change this country. We have to stand behind President Trump, and we have got to get American First candidates elected. Remember that. It's up to us, you and me. God bless you, and good Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.